So if you go to Betfair, you'll only get 4.1 if you bet on Trump to win. And now that's 1.32. So you can see here, like, I was able to get 6.2 on Trump not so long ago. It's only 4.1 now, which gives me the opportunity to hedge. So now, if I accept bets at 4.1, I'm in profit. An amazing €2.31. But I do think that if you actually have to decide and take a position, even though it's only €2, you don't want to lose €2. I don't want to lose money for no reason. So it forces you to actually decide. You could say, oh, I knew that was going to happen. Did you? It's easy to say if you didn't actually have to do anything or didn't even commit €5. So now just check to see the odds. They're not that close. So we've had a big move. It was, I'd say, 13% at the low point. Now it's about 25%. That is higher than it was earlier and so on, but there's very little time left. So you'd really want to be closer to 50-50 going into the election day, which is not that far away. If I just look at the Clinton data, so she's at 75%. And I'd imagine if you were to say, several months ago, would you be happy with 75% probability of winning going into the election? I'd say they'd be absolutely delighted. So, just to put things in context. So we've seen a drop from maybe 85 to 75, but 75 is very good. Another thing, I've looked at this before, is I thought, okay, what about our good old bellwethers? How have they been affected? Like, where are they now? So I'll just pop down to the, we looked before. Ohio is the best one. Was it 92% at the time, whatever Ohio votes, the country votes? And the Republicans are favorites. So 1.65 is 60% compared to the probability of Clinton becoming president being 75. But the reason I was looking at Ohio is because it's one of the bellwethers, and if Ohio has moved more to Trump, that's a sign that Trump has a good chance. Otherwise, we can look at the other ones. There's, I suppose, Florida is very important. And I was just looking at TV where they were talking about the importance of, I think, North Carolina. So the Democrats are in the lead in Florida. It's pretty close because, if 1.65 was 60%, it's probably 55%. And I actually had a bet on that. Okay. Um, I might hedge out. Oh, I can take profit. Bank 50 cent. I might. And if I look at North Carolina, the Democrats are in close to 70% probability. So that's what the betting markets are saying. Clinton is still favourite to win. There's been a move, so like Trump's probability has doubled, but it's from a very low base. So from 13% or so to 25%. He's looking good in Ohio, though again, that's only a 60% probability of winning compared to, Clinton having 75 to win the presidency. Florida, very close, but Democrats are in the lead. Because the thing is, Trump needs to win all of these. Clinton is going to win California, New York, and so on. So she has lots of secure banker, solid votes. Now there's a lot of uncertain votes left, but that's why the probability of Clinton being presidency is so high. Essentially, all the uncertain votes have to jump to Trump, which is asking for a minor miracle. If I go to realclearpolitics for the poll information, well, there it's interesting because remember, Clinton had a far bigger lead before. 1-2, 1-2. There, that's within error. 4 is slightly more than error, most likely. So, so these are the general election ones. So national, they're pretty much within error. So you've got these two for Clinton, which are beyond error or above error, but the gap was far bigger not so long ago. We can see here Trump's in the lead in Florida, but here we see, oh no, Trump's in the lead in Florida in this one as well. Clinton's in the lead here. So but that's only by 1. Ohio, Trump's in the lead. So that's what people will be particularly paying attention to. And there's been a swing. So the gap has narrowed. Is there any other? Oh, national average. So that's 3.1. That was 5 or 6. But I think it was 2. Yeah, so this is the nice one. So we can see how much Trump has jumped. He was down to about 41, 41.4, 44.9. So that's what? 3.5. Clinton's also jumped a little from her bottom there. So, basically, Trump has yet to really go above 44. He had a very brief pop over 44 here, but otherwise he's struggling to get over 44. So so that's important that he's actually crossed the 44, while Clinton has barely been below 46. So there have been a few little periods where it's dropped below 46, but in general she's been above that. So that shows you, Typically, Clinton is above 46. Typically, Trump is below 44. So there's a nice 2% gap there, which is what Trump needs to somehow cross. Now, whether these emails provide the momentum, time will tell. Also, I'll do a separate video on that probably tomorrow. The stock market has closed October 31st, and the stock market has gone down in the 3-month period. And that is an indicator which has been correct over 80% of the time. So the stock market indicator has made a call, and it predicts that Trump will win. The betting markets disagree.